Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode, and of course, welcome back to the Constrictor Chamber. I know I've been away for a little bit, and I have not been putting out as many videos as I have been. My family came into town, and I only see my parents a couple times a year, so was spending some time with them. And also, I got more root canals, more crowns, and more fillings. So if I slur some of my words in this video, it's because my mouth is still full of Novocaine. So that's enough about me and my boring life. So I figure since I haven't been posting that many videos, we could just go around, check out some snakes and hold a few and see how they are doing. So I know everybody loves her, and she is always doing very well. I think she's really enjoying the new enclosure, although she is getting a little bit bigger. Let me put this on my head. So I never know exactly where this thing is pointed on my GoPro. So I pretty much just have it in wide view or wide screen, just so we can make sure everything is being seen. Man, I need to get wider enclosures. Yuck. So, got my Funko Pop. Steve Irwin's looking over the snakes. She's looking good. A little bit curious. She might be hungry. I do still have stickers and magnets still available if anybody wants those. This was just like a very beginning printout, but they are in much better shape than that now that I have the right stuff. But my big girl's definitely wanting some food here, and she's been doing well. I haven't taken her out in about 2 weeks, but I'm definitely bumping her food up to larges. The mediums are way too small for her, and I think that might be why she kind of has some cage aggression to her, because she's not getting the nutrients that she needs. My albino is in here. She broke the LED lighting on it, so I got to rerun another strip connected to the whole system, so that'll be a nice little project right there. Pop Tart, the green anaconda, is always buried in her mulch. She rarely goes in her water, which is interesting since she is a green anaconda. So I know I don't show her too much, but my pastel ball python is looking awesome in her new shed. She just shed out probably yesterday or today, because this was not in here when I gave her water. So I think she shed out. She obviously dumped her water, but I'm glad to see that she is still growing very nicely. So still got to clean out her cage, or spot clean her for a little bit. So we'll just check her out, and then obviously my Burmese is wanting to come out, so we'll take her out and see how she is acting. She's doing really well in that big cage. She's eating fine, and she's definitely exploring a lot in there. So my Guyana red tail is always looking awesome. Love her colors, love the peaks. Definitely love the red tail on her. She is one that I'm very excited about seeing her grow up and seeing how she's going to be. I know a lot of people like motleys, and I know a lot of people hate motleys. I really don't understand why people don't like them, even if it's just a plain motley. I guess if there's a lot of different morphs mixed in between them, a lot of people don't like the mixture that they get. But I just see a lot of hatred for them on the forums on Facebook. So if somebody knows what that's all about, maybe you can enlighten me. And I just found out that the motley originated down somewhere in Central South America, and somebody actually found a motley in the wild. And then of course it was brought into the United States and it was bred out for breeding. But it's super interesting that the motleys were once, maybe still are, a wild type boa. And so that was interesting to knowledge that I acquired on that. And this is my jungle hypo pastel, which is looking very, very nice. So she's been shedding frequently about every single month. She still is on large mice and she's still super, super tiny. Look how tiny her head is. I think that's hilarious how small their heads are in the beginning, and then they get super monstrous. So she's gonna be a very big girl in the next 4 years. But I just love how salmony and pink her sides are. And of course the tail is awesome as well. So she is super friendly and super nice. I've got pictures that I'm gonna hang up here. So we'll see how Peaches is doing, and I'm pretty sure she's hungry, so we will try to let her know that food is not on the menu, and hopefully she doesn't think that I am food. So she is starting to flare up a little bit. I definitely don't want to go backwards on the progress with her, since we've made very good progress since I first had her. But she's on weaned rats now, and she looks like she's gonna strike out at me. So I've kind of let her be in her cage, just exploring and not to stress her out in such a big environment. I really haven't been holding her that much, but I'm thinking I now need to go back a couple steps, hold her more, interact with her more. Since she's in this big cage, she's eating and she is definitely exploring out. So she's definitely not stressed at all in her environment, but she is a very, very nice looking Burmese. So my first Burmese I've ever had. Of course, she is tiny and I'm a very big giant that she probably thinks is gonna try to eat her, but just the slow progress with her is very worthwhile. And I do believe I don't know, her skin looks a little weird. She's definitely dirty. So I don't know if the mulch is making her dirty, but she feels very dry. I don't know if the humidity in here is a little low. This looks kind of dry, but maybe I should mist in here and figure out a bigger water setup. But my anaconda had no issues in here, so I don't know what the deal is. I have to look into that. But maybe she's going into shed and that's why her skin is interesting. So she's starting to hiss at me. You can see her body language is not too fond of me right now, but she's not striking, so hello. Yeah, I'm not gonna hurt you. But I'm very, very, very excited to see her grow, and she should be in this cage her entire life, unless she gets massive, which on a strict diet, I think she'll do very, very well in there. So I apologize for the loud noise on the glass, and we will move on to Mountain Dew. So she is, oh man, she is a pain in the butt. She hasn't eaten in a couple weeks, almost a month. She won't take live rats, uncensored rats, and I even tried to scent a rat. So I think we got to go back to square one with her. and I'm trying to find quail because chickens are way too big. Even day-old chickens are too big. But I think she could take a day-old since she took one last time, and she needs the nutrients after not eating for like a month. But I'd rather have her on quail. Might try to get some through Rodent Pro to see how that works. Can't find any locally, so definitely a bummer. But you know, we do what we have to do to have our little babies eat, and she is. So I obviously moved her into this tub because I thought she was not ready to be in the bigger tub since she wasn't eating. Putting her here might make her feel more secure and she could eat, and it's just not happening. So I took out her water because I was trying to feed her a couple hours ago with a live rat. It didn't happen, so back to square one with her. But it's just how it is. This is how it is with baby anacondas, and I know I say this all the time. If you get one that's under a year, you will have problems with them eating. 9 times out of 10. There's always that 1 or 2 of the exception that do very well on eating. And then me personally, I always get stuck with the problematic snakes, which is whatever. It just is a little stressful. It takes a little bit of time, but you know, you get to know your animal, get to know your snakes, and holy moly. Oh my goodness. That is a massive poop. Nice shed though. Wasn't expecting that. So, phew, man, that is disgusting. Beautiful colors on him, the only male. I know I say that all the time, but he is in a world of females. Nice, very, very, very nice, but holy cow, that's gross. So I'm gonna clean that up very, very soon. And I think that will be it on the enclosure or the snake tour, I guess. So I appreciate you guys supporting me. I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching my videos, and then when I'm not posting for a little bit, coming back and watching them. So I haven't stopped making videos. I've just been super busy lately, but hopefully from here on out I can get you guys videos more frequently, since I do enjoy doing that. But so this is a complete mess, and this will be cleaned up nicely here in a little bit. I don't know if I should show anybody else. I think on the next one I'll get out the big snakes, but hopefully everybody is having a fantastic week, and I'll see you guys on the next video.